Hi guys, this is Jennifer, and Samantha Kerr at Erin Condren sent me 2 of the new 2020-2021 Erin Condren Teacher Planners. She did that as well last year, and I really loved previewing those for you as a teacher myself and now as an administrator. So I'm going to show you a little bit about the coil bound and compare it to last year's planner that I've been using. And then I also ordered the soft bound, which is the new focused line teacher planner, and this is the one I'm going to be using myself this year as an administrator, and there are some reasons for that, but I did want to show you the coiled option and how it's the same and different from the ones in the past. So it still has a nice size coil. The covers are still interchangeable. The size has not changed on the coil bound. It did get a little update with the design features. And then the next page still has the All About Me and the Events and Volunteers page. And that is the same that's in the past. I'm kind of referencing back to mine, but I can't show you because it has obviously stuff written in it from the school year that I can't share because of confidentiality. And then the next page is still the communication log. Next page is still the academic year at a glance. And then the next page is the same as last year with this year at a glance January through December. And I have up on my Instagram, which is Happy Place Planning, how I use some of these pages as a teacher myself. And then we have graph paper, which is the same, 2 pages of the graph paper, and then a lined page. And then we go into the months, and this looks pretty much the same as well. Let me show you one that I haven't filled out yet, June. So this is the planner from 2019-2020. You can see it has lines, and dates to remember. And they did the same thing again this year with the lined and dates to remember, which I really like having in my month view. And then I believe the month view is the same as well. Yeah, they're not lined. They don't have the holidays printed on them. Last year I got the holiday stickers and put those holidays in myself, so you could do the same thing again with the new planner. The notes bar is just a little bit different. You can see this had a little asterisk here. This doesn't. This is just lined. It still has the upcoming month calendar down here below. And then you get into the lesson plan pages. So you have the same thing. You have your 6 columns and then the 7th column. If you teach 7 classes, you could definitely use this just as another planning column. If you don't want to, you could use this for to-dos or notes. And these are still dated and these are still lined. And let's just compare that to last year. The sizing looks the same, and they still kind of stuck with their monthly color scheme. So this is June, beautiful green color. So the planning pages are the same. And then at the end of the month, I don't know if that was there. Let's see if we got some extra pages in there. Nope, I had forgotten about that. So this is the old one at the end of the month. At the end of your planning page for the month, you turn and you have 2 lined pages. That's the same again, and then when you turn, you have the line and the dates to remember that I showed you there at the beginning. So I always opt for a July start. I like to start thinking about school in July, so mine goes again from July to June, and all the months are going to repeat the exact same way, so I won't flip through all of those lesson plan pages. And then we have the student checklist in the back, and I've always utilized this. We have a online grading system, as probably many of you educators do, but I do like to use this for my special ed rosters just to see where I'm at in the year and how many more paperwork items I need to get done. So I'll list my students with IEPs, and then I'll have their annual, and I'll actually write in their due date, and then I'll have their triennial reevaluation date, and I'll write in their due date there, and then when I get them done, I just check mark over the date. And I use this for things like turning in money, field trips, tracking, that sort of thing. And I usually opt, I think it's an extra $5, excuse me, to get more checklist pages, and I usually do that. I did not on this one because I am giving this one away. So if you're watching and you want a chance to win a free coil bound planner, head over to my Instagram and enter that. And then after your checklist pages, I love the quote that they always put back here. And then the stickers, I actually use these stickers when I'm planning in my coil bound teacher planner. I like that they're right here and handy. You can get a variety of stickers, especially these. These fit really well in the lesson plan pages. And then the folder, obviously you can put full-size pages of paper in there, which is really nice. And then this one came with 2 sheet protectors. I think usually it's just 1, and you can add up to 3. And then these are the holidays I was referring to. So they're not written on the actual month view anymore. They're not printed on there for you. So if you don't need them, that's fine. But if you do like to see the holidays, you can put them in yourself because they send the stickers with them, which is really nice. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the coil bound, and I hope I answered your questions about how things have stayed the same and how they've changed. It looks like the only thing that's really changed to me is that design element and what print they're using. This is a gorgeous one as well. I have never met an Erin Condren Teacher Planner I didn't like, so I'm not surprised with myself that I still like that one this year. Okay, so let's look at the new Focused Edition. Now, I will just say the reason that I'm going to be using this as an administrator next year is because of the portability. So you can just see a side view comparison there. The coil bound is obviously larger, thicker than the Focus collection, and the ring adds a little bit of bulk, in my opinion, when you're carrying it around. When I was a classroom teacher, I did a 2nd grade year where I used my coil bound, and it just stayed on my desk unless I had a staff meeting. And then as a special ed teacher at the high school level for 13 years, it pretty much stayed on my desk as well. But as an administrator, I'm responsible for going to all 3 of our buildings, K through 12. So I'm just going to be switching to this for portability reasons. And I'm still using these pages if I have another math class. Last year I taught a high school math class, even though I was the special ed coordinator, and I still use this for like your normal planning. But I like having these lesson plan pages for lots of room to map out ideas in my buildings, and I use one of these for each building. So this would be like elementary school, middle school, high school, and even if it's just to-do items, I can list those in those boxes below. So you'll see at the beginning, there's this beautiful gray pinstripe page. Sorry for the shadowing. You have your page here where you can put who it belongs to. You still have this classroom information and resources page and a communication log, just like in the coil bound. And you still have your academic year at a glance. And you still have your January through December calendar with your 2 pages of graph paper. And then you jump into the months, which look pretty much the same. If you need a comparison, just to show you there, you still get the lined pages with the dates to remember at the bottom. And then you jump into your month view, and this actually has both the previous month calendar and the next month calendar up at the top. Whereas in the coil bound, like I showed you, it just has the next month down here on your note section. So that's a difference on the month view. Still have lots of room for notes. And then you jump into your lesson plan pages, which have the same setup. So you have 6 columns with your 7th column. You still have your dates going down the side. So at the end of the month on that one, we saw we had 2 lined pages at the end of their planning pages. So this is the end of July, and you'll notice that there are not 2 lined pages. You go straight into the next month with the 2 lines followed by dates to remember, and I'm guessing that that's to reduce a little bit of the bulk of the planner, which is fine by me. And then it looks like all the months are the same, so I won't flip through all of those. And then let's see what's at the end here. Lined pages. Several of those, which is good because you don't have those between the months. I'm fine with them moving that to the back. Doesn't bother me at all. And then you still have your student checklist page. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages of those. And obviously you can't put in a folder or the page protectors in the soft bound. So if that's something that you have to have, I would definitely go with the coil bound planner. And then you do have 2 of these nice ribbon page markers. I like that you have 2 of them, because what I would probably do is have one on my month view. And then let's just say it's the week of August 17th. I would have that second one there marked on my planning page. So you could easily go to your current month and your current planning page. And this is a vegan leather. It only comes in this camel color. You cannot order it in any other colors, but you can add the blind emboss, which I think is beautiful. And I got my initials. And then the spine looks like that. And I do like that you can open it up and it lies nice and flat for planning. Okay, so that's a little bit of comparison between the coil bound and the new focused teacher planner. If you guys have questions about that, let me know for sure. And then as always, they also have some really pretty accessories that you can order. So this year they sent me the multicolored dual tip markers. I actually used those to plan this week in my teacher planner for this year. And I love those. Both ends work really well for planning. And then the coil bound snap-in bookmarks, which I still have some adhesive on those, so sorry about that. But these obviously fit right onto your coil, just like all of their other accessories, and they match the new pattern for the planner this year. And then they have the snap-in sticky notes. Same thing, snaps into your coil of your planner, and I'll just hold those there. It matches the new updated design elements. And then what we all love, the new sticker book. So we have an updated Cool for School edition. This is edition 4. I'm just gonna, you guys see that? I'll flip through these real quick for you guys to see what's in here. I love how small and portable these are, so I just keep these right in my planner tote, my planner bag, my work bag, whatever you want to call it. And I can use those in my teacher planner. Now I am a little bit worried about if these will bulk up my focused collection because it doesn't have that coil to kind of absorb that extra bulk. But if you're using the coil bound planner, I don't think that you would have any issue at all continuing to use these stickers throughout the school year. Okay, so that's it. If you guys have questions about these accessories, feel free to ask me those as well. Like I said, I've also been in the second grade classroom and a high school special ed teacher and now an administrator, and now also, crazy to say in this world, schooling my son at home due to the COVID pandemic. So if you guys have any questions, I've really utilized the Erin Condren Teacher Planner for years and years, even before my life planner, and I think I have a pretty good perspective on how to use that and some ideas in different roles. So if you guys have questions, for sure ask. I'd love to answer them. And as always, thanks for watching and have a great day.